Hi guys and welcome to my channel. So today is the 1930s. I wasn't too excited about this era because I wasn't too sure about it. It's kind of in the middle between the 20s and the 40s and the 50s. And I was like, where are we going? So after doing a little bit of research, there is quite a lot to look into. So it's quite interesting. So I use a lot of sites like Glamour Days, which is so good. So if you want to get more information, go onto the website. It's easy, just type in 1930s makeup and you get a host of things. But it's best to read a lot because lots of different things give you lots of different information. So I just gather it all together and try and get the best information for you guys. But there always will be contradicting information. So if I say something on here and you didn't read that on another thing on Google, that can happen because I'm reading something and going, oh, I'll put that in, and then I read it and it's different. So this is just a broad overview of the 1930s. It's not written in stone. There's so much more to learn for all the eras, and probably this is just, well, this is like a tiptoe into the ocean. There's lots more. So the 1930s, the makeup look was becoming more refined. It was just becoming a little bit more gentler. So the vampy look of the 20s was gone. That's no longer what they were wanting. It's going to be more refined. They're focusing on Hollywood, the iconic Hollywood look. And if you group all the looks together from Hollywood, so you have people like Myrna Loy, Greta Garbo, Mae West, Jean Harlow, Carol Lombard, Joan Crawford. The thing that always runs true with them is they all have a kind of combined look, and that was the really small eyebrow, like really plucked. So people plucked their eyebrows in the 30s, like that was major, and some of them shaved them and then just penciled in. So that was the thing to do in the 30s. I am not going to pluck like crazy, and I'm not going to shave them off because I have a holiday to go to, so I need to look after them. So sorry guys, I will just best to do pencil them in like I usually do. So another thing, the vampy look, like I said, was gone, and it was now, so we didn't have that real thick coal kind of look in your eyes. So remember how we just went for brown up here? What they did then was it was more like creamy, and they actually went for a lot more colour. Really good colour then was like a shimmery green. So that was interesting to hear. I didn't know that that would be a colour that they would use. So I'm going to use that today. So cream eyeshadow was just starting to turn up in the 30s, and from big names like Max Factor, and the lip gloss arrived in the 1930s, and later in 1937 a pancake water soluble makeup arrived. So the 30s was quite innovative as well. There was lots more coming around. Also, lipstick sales went crazy in the 1930s. Everybody wanted lipstick. It went bonkers. So there wasn't a counter, there wasn't a magazine without a pout on selling some lipstick. So it was all the rage. So obviously when they patented that tiny little lipstick, that was it for us women. We were just going gaga all over lipstick, and we still do, don't we? And then the first waterproof mascara was developed in 1939, which is the year my dad was born, actually, coincidentally, and Gone with the Wind was made. So mascara was going crazy as well. Girls were wanting mascara. And there was actually a fact that I read, so I'll read it out. It was reported in 1931 that 1,500 lipsticks were being sold to women for every one being sold in 1921. So that's madness. And mascara was now everybody's favourite makeup item, a cake or a bar with a brush to apply. So liquid mascara did not appear until 1950s. So I actually got a little message from one of my subscribers, or I think it was on Instagram or on YouTube, and they sent me a picture of what that cake bar would be like. It was so interesting. I absolutely loved that. And so it wasn't the mascara like we know, it was the cake bar. So it was like a bar and then some sort of handle thing that would pop it onto it. So interesting. But yeah, it was all the rage. So they were going crazy for mascara and lipstick in the 1930s. So eyeliner was now becoming a rage as well, rather than the heavy lines that were used before, like the Egyptians was kind of like the Tutankhamun interest. So that was kind of gone. It was now just tracing the eye, right from the tear duct right out. That was giving it a widening to the eye and making it more feminine. And also with the eyebrows, the reason why they plucked them to insaneness is a feminine face they consider is having plucked eyebrows or having small lined eyebrows, and that's considered more feminine, and that's why they done it. So everything is to appear more feminine and more youthful. The foundation that they use is still pale but with a pinky hue, so you're going still for the pale look, but you're going to have a little blusher. And the pressed blushers came in the 1930s, so yeah, you can use our pressed blusher, which is exciting. Eyes were generally blues, greens, pinks, purples, applied lightly in pear shapes around the natural eye. And then you would have your eyebrows plucked out of existence and red drawn in pencil thin lines and arched. Lips were, the cupid's bow was kind of gone, but it was replaced by, the upper lip was nice and full and round, and just the cupid bow was gone. And you would have colours such as reds and maroons, pinks, it would kind of, all kind of colours would go. The lashes, mascara moved to the lower lashes only, which lifted the eyes out, so we're just going to put them on the lower lash. And then the rouge, the triangle was the new look, and contouring faces was in vogue. And the nails, right, okay, I tried this. The nails in the 1930s, they did not like that. Never copy this. But anyway, the premise of what they did with nails was they would have this bit at the top blank and the crescent down here blank. So they would only do in the middle. And this was supposedly because they thought there was less breakage, and the nails were less chipping. This was the idea. So I tried to do it. I am no nail technician, and that looks awful. So yeah, that's coming off straight away. But that was the idea that they did in the 1930s, and all colours were the go, and even black some girls would use. I thought that was quite interesting. The face, as I said for the foundation, the face was still kind of like a paler face, but the pinkish hue was coming through. But the tanned look was sought after way more than before, and that Californian look where the girl has just stepped out of the beach, that was kind of being thought as, that might look quite nice. So tanned was becoming a little bit more important. So the pale days were gradually going. But today I'm going to focus on a look that I saw from Joan Crawford in 1939 from The Women, which I just love. And another movie, I think the remake of that was The Opposite Sex, which is one of my most favourite movies of all time, with June Allison. Oh my goodness, if you haven't seen it, watch it. Leslie Nielsen is the male character. It's just wonderful. So yeah, so Joan Crawford was in that. She wore a turban. She had her the eyebrows. She had the classic look of the 1930s. So I am going to go for that today, and I'm going to use a green eyeshadow. We're going to go for pale skin with pinkish hues. So yeah, I'll let you watch now. First of all, we're going to go in with our Urban Decay, and I'm going to use my new brush from Rockbox. Okay, that's a lovely brush. It's not as nice as my Tarte brush, but I don't think any brush will ever live up to that brush. It's a little bit scratchy, but it's excellent. And while my Tarte brush is having a wash, this will be a fab little extra. So I do like it. Okay, we're going to move on into the eyes, and I'm going to start with my eyebrows. So we're wanting to go with a thin line. Yikes. Okay, I've just went for thin penciled in eyebrows. Now obviously they are sisters, they are not twins. I'm awful at eyebrows, I really just am not very good at them. What can you do? Okay, so I'm now going to move on to my eyes, and I'm going to use the new Peony little trio that we got, and I'm just going to use the base colour. That is a lovely base colour. That's really, really nice. I like how that goes on. I love that. So now, because that they used green, I thought let's go for green. So I'm going to use my Sleep palette, and this is I Divine. And I'm going to go in with a little bit of green just in here. Okay, so we're just defining the socket there. So they said they would use it to the edge and a darker into the crease. So, and it just makes the eyes look wider. Okay, and then we're going to go with an eyeliner pencil and we're going to outline the eyes. Okay, and we've just outlined and went right out to the outer edges and from the tear duct out. Now I'm going to use my varnish. I'm going to use my mascara that I got out of my pick and mix box, and we're just going to put it on the lower lash line like they said. Okay, and now we're going to do the powder, and we can use a little bit of the Essence powder that I bought. I think it was about £2.50, and we'll just give this a pink hue to our face. And for lipstick, the colours for lipsticks they said were kind of anything goes, raspberries, maroons, pinks. So I'm just going to use this pink one that I got this from Estee Lauder, and it's a really nice pink shade, so I'm going to use this one. Okay, and I think this goes on really nice. It's a really nice velvety lipstick. And the shade, if you want to know, it's Candy Shimmer. Okay, now because we're going for the look of the 1930s, I managed to get myself a turban. So I'm basing this on the Joan Crawford look. So she wore quite a few turbans in the 1930s. So here we go. I'll be back soon. Okay, so I've worn this before, I think in one of my looks before, but it would be more of a classy, I see Joan Crawford as someone a bit classy, just feminine, ultra feminine. So yeah, this is the basic look that I'm going for. So yeah, that was the 1930s. So the vamp is gone from the 1920s. We've not got the flapper girls or anything like that. The look's becoming a little bit more sophisticated. We're going for a more gentler eye look, but colours are being brought in. You don't need to use the browns and the darks. You can go for green. They would kind of get rid of the Egyptian and that whole dark eyeliner look and more just shaping the eye into a nice feminine shape. Eyebrows were completely plucked to crazy and left to little slithers of eyebrows. Now this would be a much better look if I could actually just pluck my eyebrows. And then we're having the pale skin but with a pink hue, and tan is coming. It's not long till it will be there, and the California look is going to be big business. Mascaras are all the rage, lipsticks are all the rage. Companies are totally going crazy to emphasize women. You need to go out and buy these things, and it's available. Women are doing it, they're putting it in their handbag. Exciting stuff. So what I see from the 1930s is the total glamour era, where they were ready to really glam up and take makeup a little bit more seriously and enjoy makeup and embrace makeup and actually bring in colours as well. So yeah, thank you for watching my 1930s look. I hope you like it, and I hope you like the Joan Crawford-esque kind of look. I like it. I think it's quite nice and glamorous, and I could be going to maybe a nice soiree somewhere after I'd won an Oscar for the women. That'd be fab. Alright, so yeah, hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next week for the 40s. So yeah, I'm going to go for Land Girl, because remember, the 30s is full of glamour, but what's coming in the 40s? And we know what's going to come in the 40s. So makeup's definitely going to change, and women are going to change in how they wear makeup and how they see themselves as well as women, because a lot of them are going to have to get dirty and get working because the men are going to be away. So it's going to be an interesting era next week to look at. Okay, thanks for watching, and I shall see you next week for the 1940s. Okay, take care of yourself. If you want to give this a like, I'd love it. If you want to subscribe, that'd be fabulous, and take care. Bye bye.